welcome to another fucking Real Talk, mate. This YouTube video is basically going to be about thought to action and the time that you spend in between the original thought that you have of starting something or doing something to the time that it takes for you to actually implement or try out said idea, mate, okay? So this is a massive thing that most people are going to experience. Most people are going to cope and say that they don't do this, okay, whatever, fuck off. You need to be honest, you need to be real with yourself. I know for me, I definitely had an issue with the time between the thought of starting trading, learning trading, blah, 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 to taking action and actually starting to take the first steps. Because once you take the initial action of starting, I think that it's so hard to quit because you get yourself onto the feedback loop of progress and you're getting closer to the goal every single day. You're making progress, even if it's not good progress, you're learning stuff every single day. Then it's so hard to quit. But the stage in between, thought, action, the stage in between is where most people lose their goal, they lose their dream, they never become successful. Taking time between the thoughts that you have to the actions that you actually take is what kills most people's success, their chances of success, their chances of doing anything important and anything of significance in their life, being outside of the norm, anything you can think of, any measure of success. If you're taking too long between the thought of that idea to taking action and implementing it, your chances of success massively decrease, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly why and the importance and how you actually just do it, how you actually just start. So exhibit A, example A, whatever you want to say. Okay, so me, I personally heard about trading, wanted to learn to make money online. I must have heard about it, bloody hell, maybe 4 months before I actually started. Now, in that why? Okay, why? 1, because I was being lazy. 2, because you spend too much time overthinking, thinking about all the negatives, thinking about all the things that could go wrong, instead of thinking about all the things that could go right in that period of time where you think of an idea or an action that you want to take, a thought that comes into your mind. I want to start day trading so I can make money online. Thought, time in between, 4 months. In that 4-month period, that's 4 months of progress that I just wiped out. That's 4 months behind that I am now because I did not take action straight away. If I had taken action straight away, I'd be more than 4 months ahead because in those first 4 months, you're going to progress so much. You're going to progress more than that time. But I'm 4 months behind now, instantly, straight away. 4 months behind where I should have actually been because I did not take action straight away. 4 months later into becoming profitable. Whatever way you want to measure it, if I'd started 4 months earlier, I probably would have become profitable 4 months earlier, if not sooner. Okay, and the reason why you take so long in starting an idea or having an idea to then actually taking action and implementing it is because you're thinking in your head, you're not thinking in reality. Most people like to live in their head, not in the reality of the situation, okay? They try to overthink things, they think about all the negatives, they think about all the negatives because they're so pessimistic and they think about all the things that could go wrong if they start. What is the worst thing that is going to happen if I start day trading right now and I start learning a skill? Okay, maybe I lose some money and maybe I fail and then I'm going to be in the exact same position. But I may as well just fucking start right now and then I'll know earlier. Instead of waiting to start and then you know later, at least you know that you failed and you gave up earlier. Okay? Because any business model fucking works. And if you're quitting, that is the only reason why you failed. The only reason you can fail in any business model is probably due to quitting. I say any, there's going to be some exceptions. The majority of business models, if someone's got it working, then it works. You are just not making it work. You are quitting. You are giving up early. It's a you issue. It's not a business model issue. Any issues that you have in your trading are a reflection of yourself, not a trading strategy, not anything like that. It's a reflection of you. That's why trading is the best vehicle for personal development and personal improvement in all aspects of life. Just the way that you approach things, the views that you have, the approaches that you have to your life. Trading is the best vehicle because it highlights that for you in front of you, okay? That's a different topic for a different day, but you need to understand that living in your head and think about all the negatives that could go wrong is only going to put you back so far. Because then you're just not going to start. You're never going to start because you are just thinking about all the negatives instead of all the positives. That's the way that most people's minds go. They think about all the negatives, all the stuff that could go wrong, because it's either to them, if they fail, they're going to die. Realistically, what's going to happen if you fucking fail? You're going to stay in the same situation. You're going to stay in the same situation. The only difference is that maybe you have a little bit less money than what you started with. But you've learned, you've understood, okay, I learned a skill to a certain degree. For me, it wasn't the right thing. I quit, I gave up because I'm a pussy. You can never underplan. There's no such thing as like in this period of you taking the thought and then there just being a massive time gap between you have the thought and then you take the action, you implement what you have thought, a business model, whatever it is, maybe it's something new into your trading, having that time in between is going to ruin your chances of success. You cannot underplan anything. I don't think you understand the power is in taking action. It's not in building out the perfect roadmap to your success, because you don't even know what hits you're going to take, how many times you get knocked down, what roadmap you're going to actually take, because you haven't lived through it yet. You don't even know the full degree of that business model, whatever you want to start. You don't even know if you're going to be trading the same strategy 6 months down the line because that one didn't work out for you, or maybe it was just fucking terrible. So you can't build out the perfect roadmap. All you can do is start to take action and just reduce the time between thought, action. When you think something, fucking take action straight away, because then it's going to get the ball rolling, then it's going to give you some momentum, you're seeing progress, you're starting to see some level of success, and then you're going to be so motivated. However, when you just have a thought and you don't take any action, you're not seeing any motivation, you're not getting any dopamine, anything good coming from this, the only thing that you're thinking about is the negatives. The only thing you are thinking about is the negatives. You're not living in reality, because the reality is that there's always positives and there's always negatives to every single situation. Something fucking terrible can happen to you. You don't know if it's good or bad. It just is, because you don't know why it's happened to you. If you lose your funded account, you pass your first ever funded account. Okay, let's say this is what most people would see as bad. Okay, you pass your first ever funded account, it's a 100k account. You think about all the money you could make and then you blow it straight away. Okay. That is not good or bad. It's not good, it's not bad, it just exists, it just is. Because the way that I view things is probably happening to you for a reason, in order to teach you a lesson for something more difficult coming down the line, for another challenge that you're going to have to face. This is preparing you for that challenge. The negatives do not exist. The only thing you can do in order to start making money is taking action. Stop over planning, stop overthinking, and just start. Okay, remove the time in between, because it's just going to increase your chances of not starting at all and not seeing any success at all. Let's have a sip of water. Another massive thing, speed is going to be a level of intelligence in all lines of business. Average people with average brains who aren't that smart but execute very fast and they do exactly what they think and they try out everything and see if it works, are going to get further than someone who is just intelligent but cannot take action. Taking action and doing the actual work is what matters. It doesn't matter how intelligent you are, it doesn't matter what roadmap you built out, because you can always adjust, you can always learn from what you do. But the only way to learn is from trying, seeing what the results are from when you try. You can't understand the results when you haven't even tried something, you just thought about it and you just tried to plan out the most perfect way, but you don't even know the niche that you're going into. You don't even know the customers that you're going to be dealing with, the customers that are looking to view your product. You don't know, whatever it is, you don't even know trading. You don't understand prop firms. You don't understand your strategy in trading, but you want to build out the perfect roadmap. It doesn't exist. Take action and then you learn along the journey. The most important thing is that you just start, because when you just start and you start to take action day after day after day, you're going to get results, you're going to get feedback, and then you can adjust from there. Stop over fucking planning. Stop trying to create the most perfect roadmap. You're just coping for not actually wanting to do the work. It is the most important thing. People with speed, who move with speed and execute fast, are going to run laps around you if you do not start executing. If you're just trying to outsmart everyone, people are going to run laps around you because you are not executing. Understand that. You are not executing, you are not taking action, you are not taking steps in the right direction in order to actually see progress, whether it's good or bad. It just is. In your business, whatever business model it is, it can be trading, it could be not related to trading at all. Take action and stop fucking thinking. Stop thinking. Because if it's a terrible idea that you have in a business that you have, at least you have tried it, because you learnt and you tried it, and then you take away a different perspective from it. You could just be sitting on gold dust that you're just not taking action on, and you don't even try because you're just thinking about all the negatives that could potentially happen. Well, if I enter, then all the bad things that could happen, I could fucking die if I fail. No, you can't. You're just going to be in the same position, but you're going to have more knowledge. You're going to understand things more. You're going to have more knowledge. You're going to have a better view on life. You're going to have a better perspective on the thing that you tried, and you understand that, okay, that didn't work for the business model that I'm in. That confluence that I added did not work for the strategy. It's so relatable to trading in every single business model. You need to start taking action in your life and remove the time where you're thinking in between. It does not work. You're holding yourself back so far. And I used to do this. When I first started thinking about posting on YouTube and stuff, or TikTok, YouTube, all forms of stuff, I was overthinking and thinking about all the negatives. Oh, if I don't go viral in the first 3 months, then I'm going to die. No, I'm not. People are going to probably judge me. Who gives a fuck? I'm still going to be making more money than them. Who gives a fuck? I'm still going to be taking more steps towards my goals. A real true example, I wanted to post my first TikTok after the day after I had my leavers school ball. So when you're 18, you have a ball, whatever, because I didn't want to post it before because I didn't want people to judge me and people to see and people to like say anything to my face. And then I realized the amount of power that I'm giving to them and the amount of power that I'm taking out of my hands. Because when you're thinking, you remove the power. You have the power. If you think and take action, you have the power because you're the one doing it. So I realized that I'm giving all these people that I don't even care about their opinion relatively. Obviously, I was insecure at the time in terms of posting content online and people judging me, the power. So I decided I'm going to post the day before this ball. And if anyone has anything to say, they can say it to my face. And what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm not going to die. I'm still going to make more money than them. They're still going to uni. I'm still going to Thailand in 3 weeks' time and pursuing my dream life and continuing to pursue that and continue to make more money from trading. That was my thought process. I just cut it out. I just removed the time between thought and action. And that's only a 2-day gap. But I knew that I'm giving these people the power. When you stop taking action and when you just have an idea and you're just sitting on it and you're just sitting on it and you're thinking about it and you're just festering about all the bad stuff that could happen, you're taking the power away from yourself. Stop thinking and start taking action. Stop waiting on ideas that you have in whatever it is, because you could be sitting on gold dust. The quicker you move, the quicker you execute, the quicker you learn, and the quicker you are going to succeed, because you're going to learn more, because you're going to try more things, and that is going to give you the most success in life. Because if you try everything, there's no way one specific thing isn't the gold dust for your business, whatever it is. If you try all these different trading strategies, and I actually don't think that you should hop strategies, okay? But example, if you try all these different prop firms, one's going to be the best one. One's going to be the best one for you. But instead of like, oh, I need to find all these different prop firms, just fucking take action and start. Just start. What is the worst that's going to happen, boys? That is pretty much it for today's video. But one last note that I wanted to leave on today's video. If you are the type of person who is having a thought, taking ages, months, years to then execute, you are going to get nowhere in your life. You're going to watch everyone run around you. You're going to watch everyone do laps around you, okay? Because you are the person who did not take action. And that business or whatever you had in your mind, someone else is going to think of it and they're going to take the idea and they're going to run away with it. If it is that type of thing, trading, whatever, trading's different because there's no demand. Like it's in anyone, it's unlimited amount of people can trade and you can still be profitable. But you are going to be the type of person who stays the same, does not progress in their life and just stays the exact same. Remove the time between thought and action and I guarantee you're going to be more successful. The universe rewards those who take risk and just fucking move fast. Peace.